All right, guys. So now we're going to work on our technical indicator. Okay. So our technical indicators, these are math tools that traders use to read price patterns. They are calculations that are standard in the industry, and it's going to feed into our market analyzer to help us gauge the new sentiment for our final buy or sell signals. Okay. We're going to be using a class method, and if there's any part of it you're going to be confused by or not understand, you can search it or you can put a comment so I can explain it to you more. It's just all going to be straight up math calculations, okay? For our SMA, our EMA, our RSI relative strength index, MACD, our moving average conference divergence, and our boiler bands, okay? So let's get to it, guys. All right, so these are our toolbox for technical analysis. We're going to be coding this from scratch. As you can see, there's not going to be any libraries. Each function takes price data and it's going to turn it into insights like spotting trends or overbought conditions. These are going to feed into our market analyzer to create a healthy crypto score. Okay, so we're going to say class. Okay, so technical indicators. So we're going to start with our simple moving average. This is just the average price over a certain number of days because it's going to smooth out all the price jumps. So if the price is above the simple moving average, it may be there's an uptrend going on. If it's below the simple moving average, it means there's a bearish momentum. So if we have our um over the course of a period of days, we have the average to be around here, right? And our price is currently sitting above, it means there's a bullish momentum, there's something going on. But if our price is below the simple moving average, it means that there is a bullish momentum. There's a down tick, okay? So let's get to it, okay? So we're going to say static SMA, we're going to say the data and the period, okay? So we're going to say if the data dot length is less than the period, we're going to say return nothing. Okay, there's nothing to return. Okay, so we're going to say constant results equals to an empty array. Then we're going to say for let I equals to the period minus 1. Then we're going to say I is less than data dot length I plus plus the constant sum equals to data dot slice I minus period plus 1 I plus 1 reduce A B A plus B. Okay, so we're going to start at the period of minus 1 to grab a full window of our prices, and then we're going to slice to grab the last period prices to just have an idea of that. Okay, so we're going to say this, and we're going to say results dot push sum slash period. Okay, we're going to return results. Okay, so the next one we're up next week is our exponential moving average, the EMA. Okay, so like SMA, but it gives more weight to recent prices, because recent prices are a more current indicator of what's going on. The price of 1 week ago doesn't matter as much as the price of 2 days ago. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to say static EMA. data and the period. If data dot length is less than period, we're going to say return. It means the period you're asking for, we don't have that data. So multiplier equals to 2, period plus 1. So we're going to start with the initial SMA. I'm going to say data dot slice. So we're going to say result. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to calculate our RSI, our relative strength index. This metric checks if a coin is overbought or it is oversold. It's going to help us measure the gains versus the losses. If it's between 0 and 30, it means it is oversold. If it's between 70 and 100, it means it is overbought. Okay. This allows us to know, okay, if the price is high and we're seeing that it is currently, you know, underbought, that means it is, it is oversold and the price is a bit high, and then the news market data is very, very positive. It means there may be a upward movement of the price of this token. You get? So that's how we're thinking. We're using all these factors, all these indicators to have an idea of what's going on in the market. You understand? If people are talking bullishly about something and the price is still low, it means, wait, there's a lot of good talks. The S moving average, everything seems to be taking in upward. These are good indicators we can use to help place trades or help know which token to hold, which token, where is it a good time to buy this token, etc. Okay, so let's get started. So we're going to say static RSI and period 14 days. So I'm going to set it 14 days. So if the prices and the period is not matching, if it's the period that we are looking for is less than the amount of prices, that the prices that we have for the period is less than the period that we want. Because we have the prices of 3 days and the period we want is 14 days. We're just going to put in neutral to return neutral because there's not enough data. Okay. So we're going to calculate the average price gains, the average gains and losses of this period, okay? So we're going to say let's average gain. We're going to calculate the RSI using Wilder's smoothing method, okay? Let's see, four. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is calculate the MACA, the moving average conference divergence. This tracks the momentum. It compares fast and slow EMEs. When fast pulls ahead, bullish signals. Why? Because sports trend changes early, boost market score if it's bullish. Okay, so the price is going to be the array. Okay, wait, let me type this out. So these are the prices and the fast period. So we're going to calculate the MACD line. Um, Fast MA minus slow MA, Polish, positive equals to bullish, negative equals to bearish. So let's do that. Okay, so now we're done with that. And we're going to move on to our boiler bands. This is going to help us show volatility between bands around the price. If it's going to be in the middle, it means it has like a stable. If it's in the upper, lower, and if the price is near the lower boiler bands, it means that it's a buy. Because if people are selling, we want to be buying, right? All right, let's get into this calculation. So we're going to calculate the middle band. So we're going to calculate the standard deviation for the last period. So we're going to calculate the upper and lower bands. Now we're going to calculate the current position within the bands. Okay, so we're going to calculate now the oscillator. This is array of high prices, low prices, closing prices, and then we're going to get the oscillator of the value. Okay, so we're going to see So I'm going to find the highest and lowest in this period. Okay, so we're going to calculate the what? We're going to calculate the Williams R. So let's go into that now. Then we're going to calculate the average true range. Okay, so we're done with our technical indicators and our news analyzer. So our next thing is going to be our market analyzer.